I'll do an interview.
Okay.
As long as it airs on CNN Plus. Oh. Does that still exist? Yeah. I didn't think so, because the people don't like what you guys are peddling, which is propaganda. Thank you.
Someone please call 911.
This video is brought to you by the Officer Tatum store. Ladies and gentlemen, and ladies, let me give you a couple options real quick on the store. We got our hats back in stock. You better get them now. I think we got like 30 of them now. Get them right now. Also, if your money's acting funny, change it a little strange, go to 40% off clearance right at the top. You can get all of these cool shirts, 40% off. You ain't never going to see them again. Once they gone, they gone. They ain't never coming back. Impeach Biden is the shirt I have on right now, 40% off. Let me tell you about some discounts real quick. We give exclusive discounts to people in the military, and you can go read the subtitles. If you're a veteran, if you're active duty, if you're a dependent of a military person, we give discounts. Police officers, first responders, medical staff, teachers, students, seniors, truck drivers, and if your money's acting funny, even more so, you're unemployed, you're on unemployment, you're on government assistance, we give you a huge discount that you could get in perpetuity. Get the links in the description section. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notifications anytime I go live and make a video. Make sure you still subscribe to this channel. Like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Let's get into this. Now, I want to pivot to politics real quick. And I don't know if you live in the state of Arizona, but if you are an Arizonan, Kari Lake is a rock star. I'm just saying. I've met her before. I met her husband. I've endorsed Kari Lake. I've done many events. I've been around, you know, I've been around her. I had her on just the other day to explain some fake news media trying to push propaganda against her. And I'm going to have her on again. Why do I support Kari Lake? Because she works harder than any person in politics I have ever seen. Only Donald Trump maybe can rival Kari Lake at how hard she worked. And I would argue, if I had to default, I think Kari Lake is more active than Donald Trump was. Every single place I've ever seen someone running for office, Kari Lake is there. Every single community event, Kari is there. Every single debate, Kari is there. I can't imagine these others being there. I don't see them. Sometimes they don't even show up for some of the debates. One time, Kari was the only one out of the major candidates to show up to a debate. They punked out. Now, why would they do that? Because Kari Lake is a boss. And I want you to hear her destroy a CNN reporter. Let me just preface this before you hear it and before you see it. I have never in my life seen someone take an L this bad to a political candidate. Roll the clip.
Hi.
Kari.
Hi.
Nice to see you. Getting off in CNN.
You don't have a mask on anymore. What's going
we're
on?
outside. Do you have a
Wow,
minute to
well,
chat?
we're 6 feet apart.
Do you have a minute to chat?
I'll do an interview.
Okay.
As long as it airs on CNN Plus. Does that still exist? I didn't think so, because the people don't like what you guys are peddling, which is propaganda. Thank you.
Someone please call 911.
I don't know. See, the visual is much better. I don't know if you guys could see what was happening. Kari Lake is walking up to an event. I'm talking to this, speaking this or explaining this for the people that's on the radio. Kari Lake is walking up to, it appears that she's going to an event. She has like her campaign people with her. And this reporter, she's an Asian reporter that Kari Lake has dealt with in the past. And the reason I'm saying this because there's a clip that's in that clip that shows their previous confrontation when the girl had a mask on and her and Kari Lake had a discussion. But anyway, Kari is walking. This girl pops up out of the crowd. And Kari shakes her hand, and she said, "Wow, you don't have a mask on." And the girl says, "I'm outside." And then Kari grabs her and says, "Well, we're not 6 feet apart." You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the point of it? The virtue signaling of masks is beyond me. But then after she shakes her hand, she proceeds to talk to her about CNN Plus. And if you guys don't know what CNN Plus is.
As long as it airs on CNN Plus.
CNN Plus.
I didn't think so, because the people don't like what you guys are peddling.
CNN Plus was I guess, an online, kind of like Fox Nation. It's kind of like an online news, I don't know, campaign that they had or whatever. And it's an app that they had some of their people on, and they wanted to make it big, but nobody's really watching CNN. It's all bullcrap. So I think that thing lasted 30 minutes, and they shut the whole program down. And so it's been a meme, it's been a joke for the longest that CNN Plus didn't last longer than one of J-Lo's marriages. Let me not say that, but CNN Plus was out of there, right? So she asked her intentionally about CNN Plus, and then she'll do an interview, but then she said, "Oh, it's not around," because people don't watch you guys and don't want to follow your propaganda. And the girl literally had nothing else to say. She was what we call speechless because she just got drugged. And I wanted to call the police when I saw that video because I thought I witnessed a murder, but I let Wyclef John say it for me. But I just wanted to throw that out there. I wanted people to hear Kari Lake because I think she's tremendous. And Arizona needs a person who's not a coward. Now, Doug Ducey, and I met Doug Ducey before. He gave me his personal number. I think he was because I'm black, and he was trying to get some leverage, or he wanted to, if a black man want to contact me, that whole thing. That's what I thought it was, to be quite honest. I ain't call him. I almost called him because he was cutting up in the state of Arizona when the restrictions was going on, and he did nothing to defend first responders in the state of Arizona. As far as I'm concerned, if I'm wrong, somebody correct me. He did nothing to protect first responders from getting the jab, and not just getting the jab, but getting fired if you don't want to get the jab. He did nothing. And if you ask me, he's lukewarm, right? He's a lukewarm. Like lukewarm Christians. He's lukewarm. He's in the middle. I don't want you in the middle. I want you to be radical. And people may not like me saying this, but I want you to be radical. Being in the middle, there's no more time for that. Being in the middle got us Joe Biden. Being in the middle got Trump impeached twice. We need people that are going to be radical. Now, not radical in our terms because we know this is called common sense, but radical in the terms of the left. No, we want people that says you have the right to pray in schools. I want people to say, I want a politician to say, we will ban abortions. Complete ban. Complete. Now, a woman's medical emergency situation has nothing to do with an abortion. That's a medical emergency for a woman. I say complete ban. No, then we'll meet. Then after 20 years, we'll meet y'all back in the middle. But we need a strong, strict change in our country. Law and order, stop and frisk needs to be re-implemented. 3 strikes laws need to be re-implemented. If we don't have space in the prisons, build a new prison. You cannot commit multiple felonies as an adult and think you're going to be out terrorizing the public. It's unacceptable. If you kill a police officer, intentionally kill a police officer, you should be put to death. Once they go through the appeal process, which they should do a speedy appeal process, you should be first on the list to get an appeal. If your appeal don't go through and they find with unequivocal evidence that you attempted to murder or you had intent to murder a police officer and you follow through with it in a case of an ambush or whatever the case may be, you should be put to death that weekend after your appeal. There will be no more people on death row after appeals if I had control. If you're on death row, meaning that we have decided that you are going to be put to death, you ain't finna be in prison for 30 years. As soon as your last appeal is over, you're going straight down there, like from the appeal right to the chair or the table or the firing squad, whichever one is quicker for you. I'm sick of us being we so passive in our country, and I don't even think that's a big ask. We either do away with death penalty or we actually do the death penalty. It's not even that hard. If you feel like that's inhumane, then do away with it. But we shouldn't be spending taxpayer dollars to put food in the mouth of a person that's supposed to put to death a long time ago. I think pedophilia, if you get caught in pedophilia, that's a life sentence. You molest a child, I think you should be put to death, but somebody want to meet me in the middle, you should get life. Why? Because that kid don't get their life back. No, you don't get to be free anymore. There's no reason in the world that anybody should be funneling kids. They're the innocent little kids we're supposed to put our lives on the line to protect. Every time I see a kid, I think in my mind, I'll die for that kid. That little kid right there, I will die for them. And I will kill a person who harms that kid in protecting that child's life. I would protect that child's life at all costs. Maybe I'll say it that way. I'm not trying to be crazy and talking about I'm going to kill somebody. But if it's to protect the child's life and that child cannot protect themselves, then I will do what I have to do. And that may end up being the use of deadly force. The young and the vulnerable amongst us is who we need to protect. As a man, I feel almost the same way about women. There's no way in the world I could watch a man beat up a woman right in my face. Now, let me explain. I'm really about that life. I can fight. I got a gun, all of that stuff. If you ain't built for this, you better call the police. I don't want to get nobody beat up and killed trying to defend a woman who's going to end up going back to him next week. So just keep that in mind. You listen to the Officer Tatum Show. Call in 844-900-7243. Catch you after the break.